We hope you enjoy the show. Just a few things. Firstly, please turn up on our orders to the show.
Hi, hi Sarah, it's me, the Pillock. I'm late, I'm so sorry, I'm late. I'm here, I got, it doesn't matter, but lost. And it's, I'm so sorry, I'm late. If you can give me a call, by all means, that'd be lovely. All right, bye. Fuck off! Dog shit! By all means. God, come on! Fucking hell. Fuck off.
Hello? Hello?
How much of that did you hear? No, you were meant to. You were. That was just a bit of fun. That was all for you. I'm good. Yeah, I'm late. I'm so sorry. It's just gone 8:05, and I'm 8:05. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Spring forward, fall back. Yeah. No, in that case, I'm massively early. No, it's not a problem. It's my fault. Well deserved. I'll just use that time to obviously wait for you. Don't mind? Yep, no, I will do that. I will do that. All right, okay, bye. Fuck off! Rubbish!
Hey, that could have gone a lot worse though, mate. Mate? Alright?
All right.
Alright?
Yep.
Yeah. That could have gone a lot worse, I thought.
Were you listening to that?
I wasn't listening to it, was I? I mean, I heard it.
You heard all that?
Yeah, I think so. And you know what? I really admired it. Was that your wife, was it?
No.
Huh?
No.
Girlfriend?
No. Well, not yet.
Right.
Probably not ever after that.
Hey, don't say that. Why not?
I swore too much.
Oh, that's not a crime, is it, mate?
I don't normally swear that much.
Oh, you panicked a bit. It's all right, isn't it? I thought it was quite charming. You know, it was disarmingly authentic. You know what I mean?
Yep. So go on. What are you doing up there?
Just getting a drink out of my bag.
Not now. Generally.
Oh, right. Oh, not a lot, you know. One of those lazy days for me. I might read a bit of my book later on.
Yep.
You know.
Sorry. What are you doing up a tree, mate?
Oh, right. What, am I doing up a tree?
Yes, mate. Why are you up a tree?
Well, that does definitely sound like a very straightforward question, doesn't it? You know, and sometimes, of course, it can be, can't it? You know, hey, what are you doing up that tree? You know, I'm a tree surgeon. I work for the council. You know, or I've come to get my frisbee. Or I'm having a look at these rare birds. I shouldn't be, but I am. No, with me, you see, it's not really a straightforward question because it hasn't really got a straightforward answer. There's a whole story to it, and if I tell you the story, mate, you just won't believe it.
Why not?
Well, a lot of it sounds made up. So.
Is it made up?
Of course, it's not made up, mate. I'm not gonna make it up, am I? Why would I do that? Just to pass the time while I'm waiting for something. No, but trust me, mate. I've been here before. As soon as I start telling you the story, you'll start finding all these little holes in it. You know.
Are there holes in it?
Look, mate. I'm not saying that at some point I won't tell you what I'm doing up a tree, but there's no rush, is there? I mean, how long have you got?
About 30 years. Drink too much.
No, not that. How long till the lady gets here?
Sarah?
Yeah.
Well, she won't be here for nearly an hour.
All right.
Yeah. But she's not late. It's me. I'm early.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're keen.
No,
I like that.
no. Well, yeah, yes, actually, yeah, I am very keen.
Yeah.
But that's not why I'm early. I'm early because I'm a fucking dickhead.
Oh.
Sorry?
All right. Okay.
I'm not a fucking dickhead, mate. Actually.
Right.
I'm early because of the clocks. The clocks have gone back.
Right.
Yeah, clocks are fucking dickheads.
Right. And you didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
Right, so you've been an hour early all day, have you?
Yeah. Yeah. Which explains a lot, looking back.
Like what?
Milk was late. The midday news wasn't on. There was no bus in the town. Oh, fuck off.
What, mate?
Fine.
What is it, mate?
No.
Go on.
I wrote a note
What now?
to the milkman
When?
when I thought he was late.
Right.
Yeah.
What did it say?
It bemoaned his tardiness.
That seems fine.
I said, oh, you cunt, where's my milk? I need my milk. My cereal needs its milk.
Right.
Anyway, that in short is why I know I'm not actually 10 minutes late. I am actually 50 minutes early.
Right. So,
Right.
So the upside of that then, mate, if you want to look at it positively, yeah, is that we've got a bit of time, haven't we? So, you know, no need to rush straight into that stuff. We'll definitely get on to the specific hows and the intrinsic whys of me in the tree. It'll become inevitable at some point, mate. It always does. We'll get to that. But no point starting with that stuff, mate, because as soon as we start talking about that, it'll very quickly become all we talk about. Yeah, no, it's fascinating stuff. So we'll start with a bit of small talk, shall we?
Yes.
All right. Where do you live?
Far side of town, near the fruit farm.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Your turn.
What?
You ask me one.
All right. Where do you live?
No. Can't be the same one I just asked you, can it?
Not? No.
No.
What book are you reading?
A-level physics by Roger Muncaster.
Hang on. How old are you?
Hey?
How old are you?
44. 44 years young. So,
Old.
hey?
Old. 44 years old. You said young.
Yeah, but it's a joke, though, isn't it? It's like a thing people say.
Well, they say young instead of old.
Yeah.
Well, if it is a joke, it's a shit joke. So what, are you a teacher?
No? Why?
Kids at sixth form?
My turn. Wait.
Why are you reading a school book, mate?
My turn, thank you. Hey, how did you and Sarah meet? Huh? Go on, I love that stuff.
Do you?
Yeah, you know, first meetings, love all that. Looking back and thinking, well, oh, look at that. All this came from that. Yeah. Go on then. Go on, how'd you meet?
Well, most recently we met on the bus into town.
Oh, hang on, mate. What does that mean?
Town?
No, I know what town means, mate.
Bigger than a village.
Mate, I know what a town is.
One down from a city.
Mate, I know what a town is, mate.
Ipswich.
Oh, I see. That's what we're doing.
Huddersfield.
Okay, yeah,
town.
all right, yeah, fair enough.
Gillingham.
I know what a town is.
Yes, mate! You've got a fucking megaphone!
I am, yeah.
I fucking love a megaphone!
Who doesn't?
Fucking idiots!
Right.
Idiots, mate! I tell you what, if you don't like megaphones, I don't like you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's my motto.
Ah. Always good to have a motto.
Well, I've got several, mate.
Have you?
Yep.
Go on then.
What?
Do your mottos.
Really? All right, well, if you don't like cricket, I don't like you.
Right.
If you don't like Vietnamese food, don't like you. If you don't like the smell of freshly cut grass, I don't like you. And then the one about the megaphone.
Right.
Go on, why have you got a megaphone?
Oh, I got it years ago now to help get the message out.
Love it. So there is a message.
There was a message for a while. Yeah.
What sort of message?
We'll get to that.
Bung it down then, mate. Let's have a go.
No,
Mate, lower it down so I can have a go on it.
it's not a toy.
Mate!
It's not something you have a go on, mate. You need to know what you're doing with it, really. So most recently, that's what you said, wasn't it? Huh?
Well, yeah, when?
Just
What?
then, you said most recently you met on a bus into town.
Oh, yeah.
Right, well,
Yeah.
most recently implies you'd already met on a previous occasion.
Yep.
Ha ha!
Yeah. Well, very good.
Well, I'm quite pleased about spotting that.
No, I can tell that, mate.
So go on then. That's what I want, isn't it? The first meeting. That's what I'm into. How did you first meet?
We'll get to that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ah, my own medicine, is it?
It is a bit, yeah. Yeah, it is. How does it taste, mate?
Well, you've made your point, mate. But I mean, actually, if I'm honest, I never really minded the taste of medicine. I used to really like that yellow antibiotic stuff, tasting like bananas.
Amoxicillin.
Hey?
Amoxicillin.
Yeah, delicious.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
Yep.
Do you like it?
Prefer bananas.
Right. So go on then. You're on a bus.
Yeah, sure. I'm on a bus. On my way to work, and this girl.
Hang on, mate. What work do you do?
I'm a lawyer.
Oh, right. Okay. Let's have a look at you then. Don't tell me. Right. Corporate.
No, mate.
No. Criminal.
No, mate.
Not property, is it?
No, not property. Civil rights.
Very good. Hey, don't take this the wrong way, mate, but I would not have got that looking at you.
So I'm on a bus on the way to town, and this girl gets on. And anyway, she's got red hair and a yellow knitted hat.
Oh.
And yeah, it's a bold combination. I like it. It's very good. I really want to bite her head.
Why do you want to bite her head?
I don't know, mate. I'm just telling you what happened.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She's got this shopping. She has got a lot of shopping, and it's busy bus, busy old bus, and she ends up stood right next to me, as in right next to me, and she has this smell.
Oh, dear.
No, it's a good smell.
It's more of a scent than an odour, is it?
She smells fucking amazing, mate.
Right. Duly noted. You're a lawyer, so, you know.
She smells amazing, and she has this shopping, and I can see inside her shopping, and she's got some good stuff, you know. There's some halloumi in there, and she's got some fresh coriander, little tomatoes. I mean, it's all good stuff. It's all pushing my buttons. She's got milk.
Hey?
She has milk.
Milk?
Yeah.
Probably for cereal.
Well, I expect so, mate. So what with this milk and the scent and the yellow knitted hat, I'm pretty fucking certain she's the one. And I decide I'm going to give up my seat. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to give up my seat.
Very noble, mate.
Right, sure. So now I'm just sort of psyching myself up.
Hang on, why do you have to psych yourself up?
What?
Why do you have to psych yourself up?
Because I don't like doing it.
Doing what?
Giving up my seat on a bus. Feels like I'm showing off. Like I'm doing a nice thing for one person so that 30 other cunts think I'm a fucking champion.
overthinking that a bit, mate?
I'm a thinker.
Are you?
I like to think.
Oh, you know.
If you don't like thinkers,
You don't like me.
you've got it, man.
Right.
The bus is pretty much silent. People are either reading, listening to music, sleeping, some of them, and I start to stand up. But I've got my backpack on my lap, haven't I? And I'm holding a newspaper, and there's all these bags. So where am I standing up into? So I end up sort of more squished into her side, and she sort of moves away because she thinks
She
that I'm...
thinks you're getting off the bus.
Yeah.
Right.
So I say to her, it's all right, love. I'm not getting off. Pop yourself down.
Pop yourself down.
Yeah.
You said, I'm not getting off. Pop yourself down.
I stand by it.
Okay.
I say, I'm not getting off, pop yourself down. And she looks at me and she says, I'm sorry? Because she has earphones.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Where?
In her ears. She's got these, underneath the red hair and the yellow knitted hat, there are these earphones. So she says, what? So now I've got to repeat it. So I say it again. I say, it's all right, love, I'm not getting off. Pop yourself down. But I go too loud. Yeah. I don't shout it. I definitely don't shout it, but I definitely go too loud.
Right, like how loud? Right, too loud.
Yeah, well, so now like that far away from her face, yeah, I'm guessing that's too loud. So now people are watching, and more or less everyone on the bus is just looking at us. And she looks at me, and then she looks at the seat, and she looks at me again, and she says, I'm fine. Earphones back in, spins around. Ooh, yeah. So now I'm a dead man, I'm nowhere. I mean, we're miles away from my stop, and I'm neither up nor down, so I think I've got to sit down. And if anything, that proves trickier than standing up. It goes badly, I drop my bag, I forget my bag is unzipped, stuff goes everywhere, I'm hot, I'm definitely sweating, and I end up sort of just perched there with her shopping bag just gently bonking against my ear. And I have to sit there like that, like some prize fucking plum for the next 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, God.
Right. What'd you do?
What can you do? Just shut my eyes.
Right.
Shut my eyes and waited for the woman to say, next stop, town centre library.
Well, hang on. Why would she say that?
No, that is not, I'm not talking about the woman in the hat. I'm talking about the woman on the bus who announces the stops.
Sorry, mate, I've not been on the bus for years. Have they got women on buses?
Yeah, it's not
announcing
an
the stop?
actual woman. It's not an actual woman, mate. It's a recording of a woman, a recorded woman.
Oh, right, like on the tube train?
Yeah, it's for blind people.
Yeah. Or tourists?
Yep.
Yeah, very good.
Very annoying.
Is it?
Yep.
Why is it annoying?
It's a distraction, mate.
Is it?
Yeah.
From what?
Other stuff.
I think it's good, mate. I think it's progress. So, you know.
Well, it's hardly penicillin. So go on, mate. You got a car?
Car?
Have you got a car? You said you don't use a bus, so do you have a car?
Oh, no. I mean, I did have a car for a while, but I wasn't using it, so I got rid.
Right. So, and do you live near here?
So it begins, huh? I used to live very near here, right? Huh, mate? I used to live extremely near here. Huh? I used to live, in that house just there.
Did you?
Yeah, lived there for a good few years, moved out about 8 years ago.
Well, this doesn't look good then, does it, mate?
What?
You up a tree outside your old house.
Well, no, I still own the house, mate. It's still my house. I'm renting it out.
Ah, landlord.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
Not why I do it, actually. I've got a lovely couple in there at the moment. Louise, it is, and starts with a P.
Philip?
No, it's like a hard P, you know, like Paul or Peter.
Is it Paul?
No.
Is it Peter?
No.
Is it Percy?
You what?
Is it Percy?
Come on, mate.
I don't know. Hat?
It's Keith.
Yeah, well, that's rubbish.
Yeah, I don't know where I got the P stuff from looking at that, but it is definitely Keith. Keith's the Louise, yeah. He works in computers, she's a teacher. About 4 months ago, I had a little baby boy called him Wilbur.
Good name.
Yeah, great name.
So go on. Why'd you move out? Seems like a nice little street you have here.
Yeah, no, it's a good street, so I'm still on the street.
Oh, okay, so which one?
Which street?
Which house?
Oh, I was I'm gonna say, mate, which street's a stupid question, isn't it? I've literally just told you. I like this street. It's a nice street. I'm on this street, so.
Yeah, so which one's yours?
Which one's my what, mate?
Which one's your house, mate?
Right. Okay. I don't live in a house.
Flat then.
No. Don't live in a flat. I don't live in a maisonette. I don't live in a bedsit. I live here. I live literally here.
In a tree?
In this tree.
You live in a tree?
I live in this tree.
You live in that tree?
I do.
Sorry?
I live in this tree.
No, you don't.
I do, though.
Bullshit!
No.
What the fuck is this, mate? Is this some kind of a prank?
No.
Where's Beadle?
Who?
Because I'm sorry, mate, but I don't really appreciate this, being lied to. Don't really enjoy that,
I
weirdly.
understand that, mate, and that's not a unique reaction at this stage. That's why I don't really like getting into it with people.
So what is it then, mate? Is it some kind of a joke that I don't understand?
No, not at
Because you
all.
stand up there in a... What is that even? Is that a jumpsuit?
Well, no, it's overalls, isn't it?
That's a jumpsuit.
Is it?
Yeah. You're standing in the tree in a jumpsuit and then you just stop passers by and just lie to them. Is that what you're doing?
Look.
It's not a great way of making friends, mate.
Mate, people live all sorts of lives.
Fuck off.
Hey! People live all sorts of lives, don't they? Just because you don't live that life, just because you can't even countenance living such a life, doesn't make their life some sort of malevolent fiction.
Malevolent fiction? What?
I'm not black, am I? Lots of people are black. I'm not gay. People are gay. I'm not a woman. Lots of people are women.
All right, Gandhi. But the key point there is that none of those people live up a tree.
Some of them might.
No, some of them don't. None of them do. No one lives up a tree.
Well, I live up a tree.
You don't live up a
I'm
tree.
afraid, mate. Yeah, I do live up a tree.
All right, so how long have you lived up a tree for, mate?
Just over 9 years.
9 years?
Just over.
Just over. So how old were you when you went up, mate?
35.
9 years.
Just over.
Up a tree.
Up this tree.
Up that tree?
Yes.
For 9 years?
For just over 9 years.
Bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. It's total and utter fucking bullshit, mate.
Hey, why is it?
Because it's impossible.
Well, clearly it's not impossible, is it? I've been absolutely nailing it.
Why would you do that? How would you do that? What? Why would you do that? And how would you do that?
Mate,
Why would you do it? And how would you do it?
Now we're getting somewhere, mate. Which one do you want, the how or the why?
All right, in for a penny. I'll have a Y. I'll have a Y, please, Bob.
Okay. That's a good choice, mate, because the why's got a bit of the how mixed into it, so you've done well there. But, full disclosure, yeah, it's not a short story. You're best off getting comfy.
Couldn't give a shit, mate. I'll have a cup of tea.
Oh? Good idea?
Yeah. Well, not my idea.
No?
Her idea.
All right.
Have a drink, she said, while you're waiting.
Ah, good on it.
Right.
Oh, look at that flash. Oh, and a proper cup. Get that over here. Off she comes. And the next one.
Do you want one?
Hey,
Would you like a cup of tea, mate?
oh, you've got enough, mate.
You've seen the size of the flask, mate.
In that case, yes, please. I don't get a lot of
One cup of tea coming up.
Literally. Mate,
Yep.
mate,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, no, I heard it. Did hear it. So go on. What are you doing up there, mate?
Oh, right. Well, back when I first moved into this street, mate, about 16 years ago, there was trees everywhere. Pretty much every house had a tree outside it. You can still see the stumps, you see?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So go on. What happened to them?
We'll get to that. I've been here for about 6 years, mate, man. Quite happy in my house, and then a new couple moved into number 10, which is that one there, blue door, you see it? Mate,
Yeah.
you see it?
Yes, I can see it. Yeah.
First thing they do, pretty much, they start complaining to the council about the trees being overgrown. Lack of natural light in the summertime, too many leaves on the floor in the autumn. I mean, who doesn't like autumn leaves?
There's dog shit in leaves.
Hey?
There's dog shit in leaves.
Really?
Yes, mate. I don't know whether the dogs are shitting directly into the leaves or whether the dogs are shitting on the floor and then the leaves are covering the shit. But either way, my point stands. there's dog shit in leaves.
Right?
Right.
You're a bit of an expert.
Oh, yeah, I am a bit, mate, yeah. Started a dog shit campaign at middle school.
Oh. And were you for or against?
For less! We wanted less of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And like in a specific area or just generally?
Specific area.
Right, yeah, I was going to say, if it's just generally less, that's easy, isn't it? Just feed all dogs a bit less food.
Not feasible. Milk?
No, thanks, just 2 sugars. So, what was this specific area then?
School sports field.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, dog shit blinds children.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know that.
Do you?
Yeah, no, it's one of those facts, isn't it? You know, feels a bit obscure, but basically everyone knows it.
No, but this is a different time, mate, and no one did know about it. But I'd heard about it, so I would tell people it would blow their fucking minds. Anyway, started a campaign to get dog walking banned from the school sports field.
Very good.
Yeah.
So how'd you go?
Pretty good, thank you.
Huh?
Got a photo in the local paper.
What, have you got the paper in your back?
I'm getting you sugar.
Oh, right.
Why have I got the local paper in my bag, mate? Getting you sugar. And anyway, it's a moot point.
Is it?
Very moot. I started that campaign. I was the kingpin. I did all the legwork. And was I in that photo? No, I was not.
Why weren't you in the photo?
Forgot it was happening.
Right.
Lost interest after that.
Yeah, that can happen. Yeah.
So go on. Leaves on the floor.
Oh, right, yeah. So, number 10, right, don't like the leaves on the floor. Or apparently up in the tree. Right? They complain to the council for a bit, council don't do anything. Then one day they get talking to their next door neighbour, leave number 12, red door, you see it?
Yep.
They get talking to him right, about the leaves over the back fence.
Les Dawson.
Hey?
Like Les Dawson.
Is it?
What am I doing with this?
Well, all right, okay. I'll get into position, mate. I'll bring her up to height. Yeah, there we go. I think she's a touch on the wonk, mate. You might want to level her off. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah. You tell me, mate, is that level?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
well done. Right. Now when you're ready, just pop it in the bucket.
Pour it in.
No. The whole cup goes in, mate. Oh, mate. Step 1, mate.
Yep.
Look in the bucket.
Yep.
Right? Identify the centre. Don't look at me, mate. Look in the bucket. Identify the centre, mate. Look in the bucket.
I'm looking at the bucket. I'm listening and looking.
Right, identify the centre point
Yep.
of the bucket. Tell me when you've got it.
I got it.
Look in the bucket.
I'm telling you. I got it.
Right, put
Yep.
the cup on the centre point of the bucket. Tell me when you've done it.
Doing it
Look
now.
at the bucket,
I'm
mate.
looking at the bucket, mate.
Hey, mate, don't get involved at this stage. Don't you worry, mate. This is not my first rodeo. So, right, number 10, they're complaining to the council. Council don't do anything, right? Then they start talking to number 12. Right, now, it transpires that number 12, Lee, his little sister, is married to a bloke who works for the council. Now, this could all be a big happy coincidence, couldn't it, Mary? It's around that time that number 10's complaints to the council stop being a sort of, like a self-interested whinge about lack of natural light and the street looking messy when the leaves start to fall, and miraculously become this altruistic, community-minded concern about the welfare of elderly and less able people on pavements littered with wet, slippery leaves in the autumn and winter months. Anyways, about 2 weeks after that, the whole street got pollarded.
Fucking hell.
Right, yeah.
What's pollarding?
It's like pruning, mate, but mega pruning. You know, we don't just take off leaves and take off whole massive branches.
So fucking hell.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much, mate. Yeah, so the whole street got done, right,
Yep.
apart from this tree.
Right.
Right?
Why not this tree?
Well, they couldn't do this tree, mate, because I've got my car parked directly underneath it, right?
Okay.
They came around a few days beforehand telling us to move our cars, putting leaflets on the windscreen wipers, telling us to move them or they couldn't get access to the trees, you know, health and safety, potential damage to vehicles, that sort of thing. But I couldn't move my car because I was away.
Oh, where were you?
I was in Keswick.
Oh, nice part of the world.
Yeah.
Holiday.
Funeral. It's fine. Anyway, I got back. The whole of the street had been done apart from this tree, and I didn't really mind that, mate. I thought it only really affected me anyway, and the natural light getting into my front room, and if I'm honest, I've always preferred a dappled light.
Oh, lovely word.
Hey, lovely word for a lovely light.
Lovely.
Lovely. To be honest, mate, at that stage, I didn't mind when the rest of the street had been done. I thought it was a bit of a shame. I wouldn't have done it if I'd had my druthers, but, you know, not up to me, was it? They weren't outside my house, not my business, you know. And I could see all the arguments as well. Light and safety, both very important things. So, anyway, right, I get back from Keswick, right, it's 7:30 at night, and there's a knock on my door, right?
Rat-tat-tat.
Hey?
Rat-tat-tat on the door.
Why not? Yeah. I get back from Keswick, there's a knock on my door.
Rat-tat-tat.
Lovely. Now, who do you think that was?
What?
Who do you think it was?
Council.
No, mate, Mark, number 10.
Oh, yeah?
Right, now bear in mind, I haven't spoken to Mark since the day he moved in. Right? On the day he moved in, I said hello, told him my name, introduced myself, said number 13, right, that was it. Haven't spoken to him since then. Now, I get back from Keswick, 7:30 at night, there's this knock on my door.
Rat-tat-tat.
All right, mate. But it's Mark, that's the thing, right? It's Mark knocking on my door.
Rat-tat-tat.
Right? Yeah, fine. I'm inside and I hear this knock on my door.
Rat-tat-tat.
Mate, are you actually getting what I'm saying? Or are you just really enjoying repeating the phrase rat-tat-tat?
I'm enjoying it, but I'm getting what you're saying. It's Mark. He's come across. It's 7:30. He's from number 10. He's knocking on your door.
Right. Rat-tat-tat. I opened my door, right? I opened the door and Mark stood there on my doorstep on the phone.
What?
Yeah, holding a finger up to me like that.
Rude.
Rude.
Rat-tat-twat.
Oh, I like that. Then he starts telling me that he's got the council on the phone. He's like, oh, I've got the council on the phone here. They want to know when you're going to move your car. Then he says, get this, they don't want this dragging on, right? Now, it's 7:30 at night.
Yeah, at
right?
night.
At night,
Yeah.
right? So I'm thinking...
You're thinking out in the council.
That's what I'm thinking.
You're thinking the council shut, mate.
Exactly.
You're thinking it's 7:30, mate.
You're bob
You're
on.
thinking good luck getting hold of the council at that time of night, mate.
Good luck! So I tell him that I don't think we need to bother the council with this, do we? I'm perfectly happy with my tree as it is, and that was a mistake.
Because it's not your tree.
Yeah, not legally speaking my tree.
What did he say?
He said it's not legally speaking your tree.
What did you say?
I panicked, if I'm honest. Not my finest hour conversationally. I said that the phrase my tree was a well-known figure of speech, which it quite demonstrably is not. Then I told him that I couldn't really talk about it now anyway, because I'd left something on the cooker top.
You said cooker-top.
I did, yeah.
Who says cooker-top?
Well, I said it, I'm just not a very good liar.
And had you?
What?
Got something on the cooker-top?
No, get this. I had a salad.
Grafted.
Thank you. Yeah. So, about a week later, 10:30 night, there's a knock on my door.
Rat-tat-tat.
Fine. It's Mark. It's Mark, he's back and he's brought reinforcements, hasn't he? He's got Lee from number 12, right? And Lee's brought his brother-in-law and he's in, full, I'm an off-duty council employee regalia.
Which is what?
Which is like a green t-shirt. So, it's Lee doing all the talking, right? He stood on my doorstep saying, hey mate, I'm not being funny, when are you gonna come out and move your car? We can't have this one tree ruining the whole street, can we? It's not a big deal, is it? Just pop out now and move your car, mate. Come on, why don't you just come out now and move your car? This whole time, I can see he's got his foot in my doorway, right? So I tell him that I can't move my car in a moment because my car is currently broken.
But you didn't say broken.
No, I made it sound more convincing than that. I said, and this is quite good, I think, actually, mate. I said that my fan belt had seized up.
Yep.
What?
Well, I mean, fan belts don't really seize up, do they?
No?
No, they're made of rubber. They perish.
Well, that explains their scepticism, but I stuck to the guns, mate, so I can't move my car's not working. Then they start talking about this traffic enforcement vehicle. Have you heard about this?
Nope.
Can move my car without me even having to turn my car on. Huh?
What?
Yes.
Sinister.
Sinister, yeah. So I tell them that my car's not parked illegally, which which it absolutely wasn't. I tell them that I'm concerned this traffic enforcement what might damage my car, which I was. They start telling me, oh, it's nothing to worry about, they've done it 1,000 times before, we'll just pop it further down the road. Then Lee tells me, right, that I don't even need to think about it. That's what he said. You don't even need to think about it, mate. We'll get it dealt with first thing in the morning before you're even out of bed. And before I can say anything, he winks at me, right, and all three of them walk back across the road laughing.
Like villains.
Well, no, like men, you know.
How does that go?
Horrible.
It sounds horrible.
Yeah. So I go back inside, right? I go back inside, and I'm shaking at this stage, mate. I'm physically shaking because I feel like I've been mugged on my own doorstep by my own apparent neighbours. Right? To be honest, at that stage, it wasn't really about those three men. You know, it was about, you know, it wasn't about the tree. It was about those three men. Right? At that point, mate, I like the tree. It's a nice tree, isn't it? But it was more about them because they'd come over to my house, right? Turned up uninvited, bullied me essentially on my own doorstep, and all I could think really was just, you know.
Fuck them!
Yes! So I try and calm myself down, right? Have a hot drink, have a long bath, I go upstairs, I get into bed. But my bedroom window is that one right there, you see it, mate?
Where am I looking?
That one just by the tree. You see
Yeah,
it?
got it, yep.
Yeah. So every time I look out the window, I see the tree. Every time I close my eyes, all I can see is those three men on my doorstep laughing at me, and all I can think is just...
Fuck them!
Right.
Fuck Mark!
Yes.
Fuck Lee!
Yes.
Fuck the other one!
Who's that?
The council bloke!
Oh, he's all right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's all right. But absolutely, mate, you know, all three of them together...
Fuck them!
Yes! Because they just gone around, haven't they, doing whatever they wanted to all the other trees on this street, and everyone had just stood idly by and let it happen, you know. And there's that famous thing in there, you know, evil happens, right? Not just, but when the people that are all right, yeah.
Is that famous, is
It
it?
is, yeah. I've got that going round and round in my head. I can't sleep. I get up, I go downstairs, without thinking, I pack my bag, I pull on my overalls, I climb a tree.
That night?
That night.
Bold move.
Well, I mean, I probably wasn't thinking straight looking back, mate. I mean, it's been a bit of a tricky time for me generally, you know. I just got back from Keswick.
I do love Keswick.
Yeah, but for the funeral.
Sure.
Well, yeah. All the trees had been brutalised in my absence, essentially, and about 3 days after that, I think it was, I had to go to what was a tricky wedding.
In what way tricky?
But let's just say there was history there.
There was history there.
There was.
There was history there.
Yeah. I mean, the main thing was that I didn't really like the man she was marrying.
Why not?
He wasn't me.
Yeah, I get that.
Also, I do think objectively he was a bit of a turnip, you know, like he squeezed your hand too hard every time he shook it, you know, and he worked in money, right, and he'd tell you that, you know, he introduced himself as working in money. Hey, mate, hey, here's my motto, yeah, if you work in money, you are a turnip. Thank you. Huh?
Case by case.
Hey?
It's case by case, but...
Yeah. Well, I think in this case he was a turnip. But you know, it's a weird time for me, mate. People are either, you know, marrying turnips or dying in Keswick, and I couldn't really stop any of those things from happening, could I? I felt a bit helpless, I suppose. One thing led to another, and...
You climbed a massive fucking tree.
Yeah, that's about it.
What's her name?
Trees don't have names, mate.
The girl from the wedding.
Oh, right, yeah. Most people called her Lizzie.
What did you call her?
I called her Betty.
Right. Still see her?
Oh, no.
No?
No, I've not seen her since the wedding.
Oh, no contact?
Nothing.
No text?
No.
Email?
No.
Nothing?
No, it's weird. I don't think either of us knew at the time that was going to be the last time we saw each other. You know, there was no big final farewell or anything.
What was the last thing she said to you?
Oh, God knows. You know, just sort of classic wedding day stuff, you know, about love and making a commitment to something, you know.
What was the last thing you said to her?
Good luck, dickhead.
Not bad.
Yeah, I meant it.
Which bit?
I meant both bits.
Right.
Yeah. It's just the way it goes, isn't it, with
Yeah.
relationships? Always a casualty to happiness, mate. You know, for every happy couple, there's always at least someone somewhere a bit broken by the whole thing. It was just my turn, wasn't it?
You may see her again.
No, I don't think so, mate.
You never know.
I think I do know.
It's never too late.
Hey?
It's never too late.
Well, people say that, don't they? But I think sometimes, objectively, it is too late.
Yeah. You're probably right, mate.
Probably.
Probably. Except I haven't seen Sarah for 10 years and we're about to go on a fucking picnic, so in a way, shove that up your arse.
10 years?
10 years, mate.
You've not seen her for 10 years?
10 years.
Go on then.
What?
You're on a bus.
Oh, yeah. I'm on a bus.
Go on. Get on the bus.
Am I?
Yeah, go on. Hey, mate.
Yep.
Pop yourself down.
So yeah, I'm on a bus and I've stood up, I've sat down, and I've got a face full of groceries and I'm feeling physically sick with embarrassment. Have you ever had that feeling? Mate, have you ever had that feeling?
I've heard of it, yeah.
It's not great.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, it's not brilliant. So I'm just sort of sat there, just focusing on trying to make my face go less red, and then I get this voice behind me. I hear this voice, and it's a woman's voice, and she says, "I thought you handled that really well." And like that, I have this feeling in my stomach, like my seat has given way. But like not just the seat, the whole bus, the whole road, the whole world. Have you heard of that feeling?
Mate, I've heard of it. I've had it.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing feeling.
Good feeling.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
One of the good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know the voice. I just know that I know it. I don't know how I know it, but I fucking know it. And like that, I'm somewhere else. I'm not on the bus. I'm somewhere years ago, somewhere miles away. This is all happening in less than a second. And then the voice carries on. And she says, "You fucking pillock." And starts giggling. And then I know. But I know before the giggle. I know by the end of pillock.
So, mate, what do you know?
I know who it is, mate.
Right.
So I open my eyes and I look round and there she is. And it's like she's one of us. It's like I haven't made her up. It's like she's a person on the bus.
So, mate, sorry. So who is it behind you?
It's Sarah.
So Sarah's sitting behind you.
Yeah, Sarah's behind me. It's amazing.
So who's the lady in the yellow hat?
That's just a lady in a yellow hat.
Oh, she was a red herring.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Yeah. Well done, mate. Yeah. Hey. She was a red-headed red herring.
Very nice. Yeah.
Oh, she was a red herring.
Not as nice. Not as nice.
It's all right.
That's not great.
Oh, come on. Anyway, right. So, right. You're on the bus.
I'm
you
on the
turn
bus.
Around, you
Yeah.
see Sarah. You've not seen her for 10 years.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say, hello.
Solid.
Textbook. I say hello, and she doesn't say anything. She
Right.
just smiles. But I know that she means it because she looks like she's had a stroke.
Hey.
She looks like she's had a stroke. You don't know Sarah. So Sarah, she's got like a wonky mouth with twisty teeth.
Right.
So she's kind of got two smiles that she uses. One is her like regular smile, practiced as a teenager. That's her go-to smile. But then
Right.
there's another smile which you very rarely see, but that's the good one. That's the one that you want.
Right. And that's the one that makes it look like she's had a stroke, is it?
Yeah, sure, because there's still part of her conscious brain is still trying to hide her teeth, but then there's something else. I don't know what, which is just saying, just fucking smile, love, and forget about your fucking teeth. So there's too much smile to contain, so she ends up doing this weird twisty thing. But there's something else, there's something in her eyes, and I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you what it is. It's a joy. That's what it is, mate. Pure fucking joy in her eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, it'd be a bit awkward if she actually had a stroke, though, wouldn't it? You know, if you on a bus and you're like, come on, everybody, come and look at the joy in her eyes! They're like, actually, sorry, sir, she's having a severe brain attack. Right?
Huh? Someone having a stroke, mate. That's not...
Yeah, okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah.
You know, because I'm over there, I'm trying to open up.
Right, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
About some personal stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't really want to do that if you're...
Yeah, okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Didn't like the stroke joke. Not cool, man. Not cool. What's that?
That's an apology.
Not interested, mate. Not interested. What flavour apology?
That's a chocolate fudge apology, that one.
Apology accepted. We're back on the bus.
We're back on the bus.
Grinning, mainly. Grinning for about 5 stops. People are getting off, people are getting on. The bloke next to me gets off, and she comes around. Now we're sat next to each other. I'm against the window. I'm just looking at her, just grinning at each other. Neither are saying anything. And then from nowhere, she says, "Hang on, where did you get the muesli bar?"
Eh?
The muesli bar.
You've lost me, mate. You what?
Yeah, no. The muesli bar you just gave me.
Right,
Yeah. Where'd you get it?
Where did I get the muesli bar?
Yeah. You've lived in a tree for 9 years.
Right.
Yeah. So what are you doing with muesli bars which are still well within their best before date?
What do you mean, what am I doing with them? I eat them when I get hungry, don't I?
But you live in a tree.
I live in this tree.
You live in that tree.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, and you thought that living in a tree meant, eating leaves and catching squirrels and drinking the rain.
no, I did not think that, mate. But what does it mean? What does it mean?
I just get stuff delivered.
You
don't
get
I?
stuff delivered to a tree? I'm sorry, I don't have an address, but I'm the man in the tree. You can't miss me.
No, it goes to the house, doesn't it? I order it.
Yeah.
It goes to the house, and Louise or
Keith,
Louise or Keith, they sign for it.
they sign for your food.
Yeah.
And they don't mind doing that.
No, I don't think they do mind actually, but they don't really have much say in it. It's all part of the tenancy agreement.
But they have to sign for your food.
Yeah, well, not just my food, mate. They're legally obligated to deal with all tree-related deliveries. So,
What else do you get?
oh yeah, bits and bobs, newspapers, some quarterlies. Get your book. I got a new sleeping bag last Wednesday. You see, what I do, mate, is I make the rent a bit cheaper than it could legitimately be for a property like this in this area. In exchange for that, there's a few extra little clauses in the contract.
What else is there?
Well, that's the main one. They essentially act as my postal address.
And your tax address.
Eh?
And your tax address.
Right?
Right? I hear postal address, I think tax address.
Right?
Right. I wasn't always a lawyer, mate.
No?
No. I was an accountant.
So you worked in money, did you?
If you like. So go on. Postal address, what else?
Oh, bits and bobs, they run me a hose pipe up once a week so I can have a wash. Very nice. I get 2 bottles of water in my bucket every day, one in the morning, one at night. And every 3 days I'm officially entitled to an hour of power, which isn't actually quite enough, but it rhymes and we like that. So.
How does that work?
Hey?
How does that work? The power.
We just run a cable out the top window straight into the tree.
Right, bit of a faff for them again.
Yeah, but they're fine with it, People just get used to stuff, don't they? It's all part of their routine now.
How do you pay for stuff?
Hey?
How do you pay for stuff?
Bank card!
Where do the statements go?
Well, they go to the house, don't they?
I don't think I believe you.
Hey?
I don't believe you, mate.
About which bit?
About all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was predictable, wasn't it? Maybe you just don't want to believe me.
No, I want to believe you, mate.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Right. Well, you should just believe me then.
Yeah, but that's not how my mind works. I've got too many questions.
Too many questions?
Yeah.
About what?
About all of it, mate. About how a chap can even survive up in a tree for a decade.
You just ask them, mate. I don't mind.
Yeah?
Ask anything you want.
I ask my questions.
Any question,
Okay.
mate, I'll answer it.
Okay.
Yep.
How do you go to the toilet?
First question every time.
So you must have an answer. What's the answer?
I have, yeah.
What's the answer, mate?
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Bottles and bags.
Bottles and... What do you mean, bottles and bags?
Number 1 in a bottle, number 2 in a bag.
Oh my God!
You asked, mate.
Yeah, I did a bit, didn't I?
Well, there you go.
You shit in a bag.
I do.
Well, that's not massively dignified.
Well, no, but you can't blame the bags for that, can you?
All right, so you've done a shit in a bag.
Right.
Yeah, you've got a bag full of shit. Well done. So what happens now? How do you get rid of it?
I just tie them up at the top of the tree out of the way.
And you just leave it there like some kind of filth angel on the top of a dirty Christmas tree?
Only till Thursday.
Well, what happens on Thursdays?
I drop them in the bin truck.
Oh my God, it's so fucking grubby.
Mate, it's fine.
Quite apart from the apocalyptic overtones of these little bags of your shit falling from the sky, that's not fair! That's not fair on the bin man!
Mate, I think the bin men are fine, yeah? I triple bag it, I'm not an animal.
You are an animal! You're an animal!
You go straight in the truck, they don't touch it, go straight to landfill. Eh?
It's fucking grim, mate!
They get a very generous tip at Christmas.
You are a disgrace!
Least I can do.
A bloody disgrace!
Mate, you're getting very upset about something you don't think is actually happening. I didn't get like this about, you know, the lady in the yellow hat, you know.
What?
No, you're all right, mate.
What do you mean?
Nothing, you're all right.
No, what do you mean, mate?
A striking redhead in a bright yellow hat to conveniently draw the eye. This, my friend, is not my first rodeo.
Right, well, firstly, I don't know what that phrase means! And secondly, yeah, that is how it happened.
That's how it happened, is it?
That's how it happened.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened.
That's exactly how it happened.
So you can genuinely remember what Shagner shopping came
Yeah, I
in?
can actually, mate.
Right?
Yeah.
What was it?
Whatever I said earlier!
Right, so you can genuinely remember sitting on that bus,
Yes!
looking in her shopping,
Yes!
and seeing a lump of feta.
Yes, mate, I can!
You said halloumi earlier.
Oh, fuck off, Bergerac!
Hey, earlier you said halloumi, now you're saying
So
feta.
maybe she had both, mate! Is that so far-fetched? Is that such a massive flight of fancy that a lady who appreciates his halloumi may also appreciate
Oh,
feta?
yeah.
I liked her shopping, that's the important bit. I saw a lady, I liked what I saw in her shopping.
Right, okay, mate, I believe you.
Yeah, I offered her my seat, she declined, I was mortified,
All right.
Sarah reached forward, tapped me on my shoulder, it's been 10 years and it was amazing. Fucking hell, man.
All right. Yes. And then what happened?
Oh yeah, right, now you want to know, yeah?
Yeah, of course I want to know.
Not happening, mate, not happening.
Come on, mate. I was just making a point, wasn't I? Come on, I'm enjoying the story. I'm just, you know.
I'm enjoying telling the story, but it's not on, this is not cool.
Come on. Mate. Come on. Pop your
Mate.
stuff. Yeah.
We're sitting on the bus, and it's been 10 years.
Why has it been 10 years, mate?
I don't know, mate.
But like, what had happened?
Life happened.
Right, yeah. But like, how did you know each other originally?
We didn't know each other, we just met once.
So, hang on. You met her once?
Yes.
Yeah, and that was 10 years ago?
Yes, mate.
Well, that must have been quite a good meeting then.
It was quite a good meeting,
Right,
thank you.
well, that's what I want to know about, isn't it? That first meeting, that's what I'm into.
I met her at a Super Bowl party,
Right.
right? At that time in my life, I was very good friends with a man called Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy sounds made up.
Jimmy's not made up! Jimmy's his name! Jimmy's big thing, Jimmy's defining thing, was that he liked everything to do with America.
Ah, Americana.
No, America.
No, but, mate, what I'm saying, though, is Americana.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, mate, but that's not how you say it. It's America. Fucking hell. So every year, Jimmy would organise this Super Bowl party, but he would do the job properly. Everything. All American food.
Oh, nachos?
Yeah.
Hot dogs?
Yes.
Burgers?
Yep.
Donuts?
Yes.
Pizza?
Well, that's Italian, but yeah. Every year he'd organise it, every year we'd all go, and every year it'd be fucking boring.
Well, it's a boring sport, isn't it?
We weren't watching the game, mate.
Hey, quite right.
We had it on!
Oh, okay.
But mainly we'd be sitting around just drinking too much and eating too much and chatting to the same old people, the same old shit year after year. Except for that year, my friend Claire had bought her new boyfriend.
Right.
Right.
And what was his name?
I don't know, mate. Why does it matter?
I'd just like to have a name.
Don't have a name.
No?
He had a moustache.
And that's all you can give me?
That's all I can give you.
I'll take it.
Right. She'd bought this moustache guy, and he bought his little sister, and his little sister had bought her best friend. That's Sarah.
Right.
Right.
Got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
So now I'm sitting on this sofa with, not with Sarah. I'm on a sofa with whoever. Sarah's sat over...
Hey, you're a bit hazy on the details there, mate.
What?
You know, considering it's his seminal life moment, apparently.
Well, firstly, fuck off. And secondly, I can picture it. I've just never said it out loud.
Really?
Yeah. And it's the moustache. I'm sitting on the sofa with the moustache, and I've been sat with him for 15 minutes, and it's fucking boring, but I can see Sarah. Sarah's over there on her own at the dining room table, so I make my escape. I say to him, I'm going to the toilet, and I pick up a massive bowl of nachos.
Oh, mixed signals.
Yeah. And I make my way over, but Jimmy, he's nuts.
Right.
Everywhere in his house, everywhere you look, there's a rug.
Right.
No carpets, just rugs. The
Oh.
guy's a maniac.
Nuts.
Yeah, what?
Nuts.
He is, he's crazy.
Yeah.
And I get my foot caught under one of these bloody rugs.
Right.
But I'm already looking at Sarah, we've got eye contact.
Uh-oh.
It is because I don't want to lose the eye contact, but I've got to extract myself from this damn rug. So I'm wiggling my foot, and I wiggle it, and I yank it, and I end up doing this sort of jaunty little jog.
A jaunty little jog?
Yeah, jaunty little jog.
Oh, just jogging jauntily, is it, across a living room with a massive bowl of nachos?
Which I put down in front of Sarah, and I say, I thought you might like some nachos. And she says, that's very nice of you. And I say, it's not a problem. And she says, I enjoyed your jaunty little jog. And I say, well, jogging's very important to me. And she says, I can respect that. And I say, what else can you respect? And she says, I can respect a man bearing
Mate,
nachos.
This is awful.
This is flirting! This is flirting! 2 minutes of the stuff. Flirting, flirt, back and forth. Then she offers me a chair, I accept it, and now we're talking.
Lovely.
Right. And I'm feeling very good, very comfortable, you know? Brilliant.
Yeah.
Sitting on my chair, pulling all the moves, leaning back on my chair. At one point, I'm on 2 legs.
Ole!
Olé! It is! We're eating these nachos, talking, eating nachos, and then I get too bullish. I go too far. I lean too far back. There's a tipping point. I'm gone. She's leaning in for a nacho. My boot rises up and smacks the bottom of the table. The nachos explode into her face. She gets covered in guacamole and salsa. I keep going. I fall back into Jimmy, who's holding not a word of a light, an entire jug of American cream soda. That goes fucking everywhere. He's pissing himself. We're all laughing, but it's fucking embarrassing. I say to her, I'm so sorry. I'm a fucking pillock. And she looks at me and she says, no. I thought you handled that really well. And then she grins at me and she says, you fucking pillock.
And there it is.
Well, there it is.
Right.
So then her friend comes over and says, oh my God, are you all right, Sarah? And I say, oh, Sarah, is it? And she says, yeah, it's Sarah. And I
Mate,
say,
yeah, I don't need it all word for word.
we talked for 2 hours and it was amazing.
Brilliant.
She was still covered in nacho gunk. I was still dripping in American cream soda. At one point, I thought she'd had a stroke.
Oh, good sign.
All good signs. Eventually, the moustache comes over. He comes over to us and says that some people are going back to his and would be welcome to join.
Whoa. V?
Yes, mate, V.
V as in very?
Yep.
Right, is that him doing that or you?
Who do you think, mate?
I think it's him.
It is him.
I don't like it.
The guy's a fucking bell end.
Right.
Sarah looks at me, I look at Sarah, and then Sarah says, yeah, sure. She moves to the door. I stay there. Then she's out the door. She's got a coat on now. She looks at me and she says, are you coming?
Right, and?
Dingo.
Well, What do you mean? Why didn't you go?
I have this thing, mate, where I like to leave while the going's still good, you know? If I'm at a party or a wedding, wherever I am, I like to leave before it has a chance to peter out, you know?
Well, I couldn't do that.
What?
Leave early. Be too worried about missing something good.
Yeah, well, I'm the other way, aren't I? I like to leave while I'm still giddy, and that night I was really fucking giddy, and also I knew I'd see her again. How could I not? I'd see her like at a party or in the streets up through Clare. Somehow I'd see her, but I never did.
Right.
She was gone. Didn't get her number. Didn't get her last name.
So, hang on. You still don't even know her last name?
I do not know her last name, no.
That's ridiculous, mate.
Are you eating?
Hey?
Are you eating?
Yeah.
What are you eating?
Great.
Go on then.
What?
Bang one down.
What?
Throw one down.
Really?
Yes, this is my thing. I'm good at this.
What, like,
What?
what, am I going straight in?
Yeah. Yeah, don't bounce it off a branch. Just, yeah, straight.
Really?
Yes, mate, really. This is my thing. This is...
Okay then.
Yeah.
Nice and wide? Mate, if you say you're going to do something, you should do it.
Go on, another one.
No.
Another one.
No.
Another one, mate.
No, mate.
What about second chances?
No second chances when it comes to my grapes.
How did you get up there?
Hey?
How did you get up there, mate?
What, it's a tree, isn't it? I climbed it. What do you mean?
Yeah, but look, how? I mean...
Oh, right. No, sorry, yeah, where there used to be more branches further down, isn't there? You see that?
Yeah, I see, yeah. So what-
You see round here? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, you got a couple there.
Okay, so what happened to them?
Sawed them off.
Why?
Hey, is this not an odd spot to have a picnic?
Well, I didn't decide. I mean, I suggested a picnic. She said here.
Right, yeah.
I mean, how do you sleep up there?
Oh, I just clip in. You see, I've got these little hooks here and there. I clip my sleeping bag in between a couple of them, you know, and if I get the right amount of tension, it's very comfy. Yeah, I mean, of course, I didn't have any of that, did I? On the first night I had to use what I had to think on my feet. Yeah, so what I did was, I took my belt off, right? I passed it around this branch here, which was a bit thinner back then, and then back through 2 loops on the backside of my trousers, and just slept sitting upright in this crook here.
Very clever.
Well, I mean, not really for me to say, is it? But, yeah, very clever. I mean, as soon as it became clear that I was up here for the foreseeable, mate, I took the requisite steps to establish a more comfortable and sustainable arboreal position.
When did it become clear?
Oh, almost instantly, really, mate. So, that night, I come up, don't think about it, just come up. Now, first thing next morning, right, Lee, number 12, Red Door, he comes marching across the street. Now, he doesn't know I'm up here. He's oblivious, so I can hear him, you know, muttering to himself, swearing at the tree, swearing at my car, goes stomping up my steps and bangs on my door.
Rat-tat-tat.
Fine. Now him, right, banging on my door brings Mark out of his door.
Number 10.
Number 10. Now, it's Sunday morning, isn't it? Right, first thing, right? So he's walking across the street in his dressing gown shouting, "Oi, Lee! Is he not answering his door?"
Oh, you weren't answering your door.
I wasn't, no.
You couldn't answer your door.
Exactly.
You weren't in your house.
I wasn't.
You were up a tree.
I was.
So you could have shouted down your upper tree.
I could, yeah.
Right. So why didn't you?
Well, it was one of those things, you know, if I'd have told them straight away I was up the tree, might have been fine.
Right.
But the longer it went on,
Yeah.
the more I heard them say.
The more awkward it got.
Yeah, so I just didn't tell him for a while. I just watched him bang on my door, you know. No answer, is there, you know. No, he bangs a bit harder, but, you
Still
know.
no answer.
Still no answer, mate. And then he gets his phone out, right, and he phones Robbie, right?
Hang on, Robbie
Brother-in-law.
works for the council.
Yeah. So he phones Robbie, says, "Oh, Robbie, we're going to have to move this car," right? And he turns around to have a look at my car, right? And he sees me, hello, up in the tree, right? And he comes over, he's all quite jolly at that stage, quite friendly. He says, "All right, mate," and he's smiling. He's like, "All right, mate, I like a joke. I get a joke, you know. But then he says, but a joke's over, and a joke's a joke.
What joke?
Well, me being up a tree.
Right. I mean, well, if that is a joke, that's a shit joke.
Well, yeah, that's what I told him. I said, it's not a joke. He says, right, what is it then? And I didn't know what to say at that point, mate. So I said, it's direct action. Right? And he just burst out laughing at that, didn't he? Nudges Mark, comes over, and I can tell this is going to be quite unpleasant, mate, because he starts glancing over his shoulder before he says it to me.
Never a good sign.
Right, never a good sign, right? And he says, right, hang on, mate, he says, yeah, what the F? What the F are you doing up there, you daft C?
Cunt.
Yeah.
Daft cunt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I know. I think I was in shock, mate. I was just oddly calm about the whole thing. I said to him, actually, yeah, Lee, I'm not being daft, firstly, and I'm not a...
Cunt.
No,
Yep.
I'm not. You know, and it's not a joke either. It's direct action. He says, oh, what? It's a protesting thing. I said, yeah, do you know what, Lee? Yeah, I think it might be a protest. He says, oh, what are you protesting against? And I say, look, I just don't want this tree cutting down. Right outside my house, and I like it as it is. Then he says, right, that it's not my tree.
Which is
right?
true.
Yeah, then I say that it's not his tree.
Which is also true.
Right. Then he says that the rest of the street's been done, everyone's very happy with it. I say, that's not the point. He says he thinks it is the point. We go back and forth on that for a while, then it gets pretty nasty pretty quickly. Right? He starts saying that I've never fitted in round here, think I'm better than everyone else. He calls me a snob and not recluse. The other one.
Cunt again?
No. No, the other.
Loner?
No.
Idiot?
No.
Oddbod?
No, the other one, the crab.
Hermit.
Hermit, right? Calls me a hermit, says I've never even been part of this community. Right?
Had you?
Oh, had I? Oh, just a bit, mate. Yeah, I'd say hello to anyone if I saw him in the street. I'd take parcels for people. I had something for 4 doors down for 2 weeks whilst they were in the south of France. I had next door's keys for 9 months at one point. Right? What this was really about, mate, was this. Yeah? I never went to the street parties. That was it. I just didn't really want to go, you know, and it was sort of Lee's thing, you know. Pretty much anything that happened in the street was sort of Lee's thing, you know, he just put himself in charge of stuff, you know, like new people moved in, he'd go around on the first night, you know, just turn up, uninvited, you know, basically force his way in with a bottle of wine and give him a welcome to the street lecture. He did it with me on my first night, it was horrible.
Free bottle of wine, though?
I don't drink, mate, so I got nothing from it. But he still opened it, didn't he? I didn't touch it whilst he sat there in my comfy chair and had 3 of them.
Son of a bitch.
Right, just sitting there in my bay window, going on and on about it's been a very welcoming community. We all know each other, we all say hello, but it never felt welcoming, mate. That was the thing. Yeah? You're just constantly slipping in these bits of passive-aggressive advice, you know, like, all right, mate, all right, mate.
Hang on.
What?
Is that his voice?
Yeah?
Sounds like an arsehole.
Thank you. All right, mate, quick tip from someone who's been here a while. You don't want to put your bin bags out before Thursday night, otherwise the foxes will come.
Oh, come on! Foxes are brilliant!
That's what I said!
What did he say?
He said, and this is a direct quote, he said, let's see how brilliant you think foxes are, right?
Yeah,
Let's see
do,
how...
do it with the voice.
Eh?
Do it with the voice.
Oh, no. Let's see how brilliant you think the foxes are when you've been kept up all night listening to them rat.
Listening.
Yeah, he said listening, mate. That's what he said. Going on and on about it was a nice quiet street, and that's how we like it, nice and quiet, never any noise after 10 p.m. Just giving me the rules, essentially. We're all dressed up and this nonsense about community spirit. You know, hey, mate, don't get me wrong, I'm all for community spirit.
Me too.
Yeah, it can achieve amazing things.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
fecal matters.
Hey?
Fecal matters.
What?
My dog shit campaign.
You called it fecal matters?
Yeah, because it mattered.
Right.
It's a play on words, it mattered.
Right, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah. We abbreviated it quite a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We changed the name.
Right.
When I left, they changed it.
Right, yeah, well they would, wouldn't they? But that's it. That was genuine community spirit.
Yeah, we were trying to get things done, changing
things
stuff.
done, socially conscious, you know. But with Lee, what community spirit meant essentially was just not disagreeing with Lee, just towing the line, keeping on the party line. You know, as soon as you disagreed with Lee, you were betraying the community.
Betraying the community.
That's what he said, mate. Standing under this tree, shouting up at me, right, about how I betrayed the community, how I didn't belong round here, I'd never fitted in. He started talking about consequences, right? Got genuinely frightened. He starts shouting up at me about how he's going to move me. If I'm not going to move, he's going to move me. He's going to move my car, then he'll move me. But he starts putting his hand on the low branches like he's going to come up here to get me, right? Mark stops him, right? Drags him back across the street, all the way back across. He's screaming his head off, right? It's not being my effing tree. It's not my effing street. Anyway, that night, middle of the night, I sawed off all the low branches.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That is full on.
Right. I mean, it's a bit weird talking about it, to be honest, mate. I don't normally get this far. I mean, I've told people bits and pieces, you know.
Yeah, the highlight.
Yeah, the hits, if you
Yeah.
like. Yeah, but I've never had anyone stick with it for the best part of an hour before.
Hell, is that what I've done?
I think so.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I need to get my picnic ready.
Best dad, mate. Yeah. What have you got in there then?
Oh, well, pretty good.
Go on.
I've got nachos.
Oh, very nice.
And I've got American cream soda.
Oh, that's perfect, mate.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's very good.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch.
Hey, it's a very nice touch. Well done.
Thank you.
Careful.
So go on.
Huh?
Lee wanted you down.
Oh, right, yeah, but not just Lee at that stage, mate. It was pretty much the whole street wanted me down, and not really because they wanted to pollard this tree, especially. Just people didn't really want a man living up a tree on the street where they live, which I thought was reasonable, to be honest. You know, a few people felt a bit threatened by it, a bit unnerved. I mean, largely because Lee was going into people's houses telling them that I'd gone fully mental. Anyway, that's when I got the megaphone. So I could speak directly to the people.
And did that help?
Not really, no. I think if people think you've gone a bit mental, you don't start to seem any less mental by talking to them through a megaphone. What's that, mate? Is that a blowtorch?
Blowtorch.
Hold it up. Oh, I love a blowtorch, mate. Hey, mate, I think I might feel about blowtorches the way you feel about megaphones. Huh?
I doubt it. So go on.
Huh?
What actually happened to these trees?
Right, all right. Well, I've been up here for about 6 weeks, right? It's a Saturday morning, first thing. This council van pulls into the street. Now, it's been driven by Robbie, right? Pulls up outside Mark's house. Mark and Lee, they come out. It's all quite jolly. They're saying, they're giving me a wave at one point, and then they cordon off a tree.
Hang on, which tree?
Mark Street.
Number 10.
Yeah. They cordon it off, then this second council van pulls into the street. This one's being driven by a bloke I don't know, and this one, mate, this one is towing an industrial wood chipper.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So Robbie gets out his van, pulls on a harness, clips on a chainsaw, throws a line at the tree, and just, climbs the tree.
Hang on, Robbie does?
What?
Is Robbie not fat?
Robbie?
Every time you've mentioned Robbie, I've pictured a fat guy in his late 40s.
Oh no, he was very fit back then. He was in his mid-20s at that stage. He did a lot of triathlons. He gets up to the top of the tree and he starts cutting it back, bit by bit, branch by branch, all very methodical, knows what he's doing, clearly done it before.
Not his first rodeo.
Hey, very good, mate. Not his first rodeo. And every time he cuts a lump of wood off the tree, he drops it down, and Mark or Lee, they run over, they grab it, they stuff it into the chipper. And the noise of these bits of tree getting forced into this chipper, sort of whirring, screeching, sort of like... I can't do it, I don't think. I mean, it was horrible.
It sounds it.
Yeah, horrible. It smelt lovely. The noise of it was...
Apocalyptic.
Yeah, right. Anyway, right, he cuts it back, and it's literally just a trunk, that's all he's got left, and then he starts tying up these guide ropes to the top of the trunk. And it was only at that point that I realised what they were doing.
They're bringing it down.
They're bringing it down, right? I can't do anything, can I? I'm stuck up here, so I have to watch it happen. I watch it happen, it happens, the tree comes down, it hits the road shakes. This tree shakes a bit, I shake a little bit, you know. Then Mark and Robbie and this other bloke, they all sit on the trunk and they give me a wave.
And what about Lee?
Well, Lee didn't do that, did he? Lee comes all the way over here, mate, stands under the tree, arms folded, looking up at me, not saying anything, right? Classic power move.
Classic dick move.
Well, you say potato. Anyway, after a couple of minutes, I say to him, hey, why'd you do that, right? And he said...
Because I'm a bellend!
That's a fair point, mate. No, he says...
Because I'm a prime cut bellend who deserves a good hard kick square in the nuts.
He was not blessed with self-knowledge. He says it loudly so the whole street can hear. Oh, subsidence, mate, very sad. A lot of these houses aren't covered for subsidence. Oh, it's the only option available when you start to look at it. And then he comes a bit closer, right, and says quietly, so that only I can hear, for every week you stay up there, we'll take another one of these trees. And he winks at me, walks back across the road. A week later, Saturday morning, same time, same vans, same men, same thing. They take the next tree up. A week later, the next one all the way up the street.
So hang on, why didn't you call someone?
Who am I going to call, mate? Think about it, yeah? I call the council, yeah? They come to inspect the site, they find me up a tree to get a bailiff round, get me out of the tree. I call the police call the council call the bailiff. Either way, mate, I'm out of the tree.
Oh, well, in that case, why doesn't Lee just call the council and say there's a bloke in the tree, get him down?
Mate, think about it. They can't call anyone either, can they?
Why?
They're using council resources, aren't they? But clearly, off the books, turning up Saturday morning, first thing, last thing, Thursday night with his brother-in-law, eh? They start phoning people, mate. They've got questions to answer.
So no one calls anyone?
No one calls anyone.
And they cut down all the trees?
Yep. That they did. What's that? Is that guacamole?
Yeah, it's guacamole.
Guacamole?
Yes, it's guacamole.
Did you make that, mate?
Yes, I did.
Ah, homemade guacamole?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Very nice, mate.
Right, yeah, thank you.
Well done. Yeah.
If I'm honest, I'm quite, a bit nervous.
Oh, but that's good though, isn't it?
It doesn't feel good.
Come on, it feels a bit good.
Yeah, it feels a bit good.
Yeah. Is it? I wonder why she wanted to do it here though,
She used to live around here.
Oh, right. Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah. Not anymore though.
Well, I don't really know, mate.
I do really know, mate. She don't live around here.
Oh yeah? You know that for a fact, do you?
Yeah, of course I do. One of the upsides of living up a relatively massive tree on quite a small street is that I get to see all the comings and goings, don't I?
Right, so you know every single person on this street?
Well, that depends what you mean by know, doesn't it? I mean, does anyone ever really know anyone?
Do you know their names?
I know everyone's name.
Right.
Right.
Who's your favourite?
I don't have a favourite, mate.
Come on.
Mate,
Who's your favourite?
I don't do favourites, mate. Never have, never will.
Mate,
What?
who's your favourite?
Not my style, mate. Don't do favourites.
If you had to, gun to the head, who's your favourite?
Jane or Richard? Now, Jane. Jane's absolutely brilliant. She lives just there, number 14, right? Incredibly posh, unfeasibly kind. Me and her watch films together.
What?
Huh?
Hang on, how does that work?
Every Thursday night she leaves the curtains open, points the telly at the window.
Yeah, but you can't. How can you see the screen?
I see the screen, mate, because I get comfy round here on this branch and I watch it through these
Binoculars.
binoculars.
It's a bit fucking creepy.
Hey! It's not creepy.
It's a bit creepy, mate.
It's actually very sweet. She's 72 years old. Yeah? Husband died 12 years ago. She's been on her own ever since. It was her idea. Every Thursday night we watch a film. I pick it. Normally something foreign for the subtitles. And then... first thing Friday morning, she brings me a biscuit. We have a chat about what we thought.
Not sure about that, mate.
About what?
You, in a tree with binoculars, peering through a window of an old lady. Not great, mate.
No, it sounds bad when you put it like that, but she bought me the binoculars, so...
Still not great.
They're very good. I mean, I can really see those nachos.
You're not having any nachos.
They fit in the bucket.
They're going nowhere near the bucket, mate.
You been round here before, mate?
What?
You just look a bit familiar.
I got that kind of face.
Have you?
Yep.
Well, it's a curse, isn't it? I'm having a good look at your left ear.
Stop looking at my left ear then, mate.
Right.
So go on.
Huh?
That's Jane. What about Richard?
Oh, Richard's brilliant. He lives just there, mate.
Yep.
Next door.
Yeah.
Turned 17 about 6 months ago. He's halfway through his A-levels.
Oh! A-level physics.
That's Richard, right? So what happened with Richard, right, was on the day I moved in, right, his mum, Nikki, comes over, I'm there, unloading my car, she comes over, visibly pregnant with Richard, says, hello, my name's Nikki, we're going to be neighbours. My baby kicked for the first time when you got out your car.
Fuck off.
Seriously, right? Then she asked me if I want to feel it kick.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Every time.
Every time, mate. I am not a robot. I've known Richard since pretty much before he was born, right? But the book thing is very good. So on his 10th birthday, right, I bought Richard a pair of walkie-talkies.
I fucking love walkie-talkies.
Hey, so does Richard.
Well, he's not an idiot.
He's not. Mate,
Yep.
if you don't like walkie-talkies...
I don't like you!
There it is. So, right, I like the walkie-talkies. First thing next morning, right, I pull my bucket up for my morning water. In there, waiting for me, is one of the walkie-talkies, a book, and a note stuck to the front that says, story time, 6:30. Right?
That is lovely.
Yeah. So, ever since then, me and Richard have read the same book at the same time. Sometimes it's good, you know, and sometimes it's A-level physics by Roger Duncan.
Is there anyone you don't like?
Hey,
Is there anyone you don't like?
Tim Henman?
Sorry, on the street.
All right, no, everyone's pretty supportive of what I'm trying to do here now, you know. It's like they're proud of me in a way, you know, like if new people move in and someone will go around on the first night, give them a knock, bring them over so I can explain the situation so they don't get freaked out by it. You know, I did used to try and explain to them myself whilst they were moving in through the megaphone. that seemed to raise more questions than it answered. I get stuff left in the bucket all the time, good stuff without even asking for it. I got grapes today, that's a good day, grapes and Ribena. I get a lot of soup left in the winter time, you know, there's always someone somewhere, isn't there, making too much soup. I start getting bits of clothing left in there when it gets a bit colder. Hey, even Robbie. Right?
Fuck Robbie.
No! Robbie's all right now.
Is he?
Yeah, so him and Lee's sister split up, right? He had no business coming over to this side of town at all. Made a special journey to give me his old work t-shirt, because he got a new work t-shirt, thought I might appreciate his old work t-shirt.
Good old Robbie.
Good old Robbie! Yeah.
Bit of a turnaround, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, it is really. I mean, interestingly, actually, I think that people's attitudes towards me being up here, that all started to shift when he started chopping down the trees. You see, I think, right, that there'd always been some people on the street who didn't even want the trees pollarding in the first place. You know, they liked shade, they liked privacy, both very important things.
So why didn't they say something?
Well, you know, they'd have rather it hadn't been happening, but they had their own stuff going on, didn't they?
First they came for the Jews.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's appropriate, mate. And besides, Lee gave everyone the very strong impression that everyone else on the street was 100% behind what he was doing. So nobody really questioned it at that stage, mate. You know, but when he started actually chopping down the trees, people started talking about it. They couldn't help themselves. They started talking to each other, saying they didn't like it. A few of them told me they didn't like it. A few of them told me, but that didn't stop him, did it? Just kept doing it at weird times when they were away on holiday or out at work. And you know what, mate? What he never seemed to realise was that the more trees he chopped down, the fewer people he had on his side. Right? And more fundamentally than that, right? The more trees he chopped down, the more important this tree was becoming to the people on the street, and that was him doing that. He was making this tree matter because, you know, he was making this tree the only one left.
The last oak.
Well, the last tree, certainly, yeah.
Well, the last oak.
Yeah, it's not an oak, mate.
Is it not?
What made you think it was an oak?
Sarah said it was an oak.
Huh. What exactly did Sarah say, eh?
She said, turn left out of the station, up the hill, take your first right, and I'll meet you at the last oak. So here I am.
Yeah, the last oak's a pub. You missed the turn-off, mate. You missed the turn-off. This is the second, mate. The first one's only little. It goes right down by the canal. It's got a lovely beer garden. I mean, it's perfect for picnics, mate.
Fucking hell! Fuck off!
Stay calm.
Yeah, I am calm.
Get the nachos off the blanket. Put them down, mate. Put them down. Put them down, mate. Put them down. Get the jug off the blanket.
Yeah.
Then you can fold the blanket.
Getting the jug.
You have to
Getting
fold
the jug.
blanket,
I'm getting
mate.
the jug.
Otherwise you won't get the impact. Get the jug down.
All right, mate. Look.
Put the jug-
Shut up. Just shut up. Just
Mate,
shut up.
Mate, I can't shut up. It is too exciting.
Deal with it.
Get the blanket.
Let me deal with this. Let me deal with it. I'll deal with this. You finish your story.
I've finished my story.
You
mate.
haven't finished your story.
I have.
What happened to Lee?
Right, fine.
Right.
Lee moved out in the end, mate. I mean, he had to really. He got a bit unpleasant, you know. People were angry with him for cutting down the trees, weren't they? They weren't his trees to cut down. That's what they'd say. You know, people started confronting him in the streets. Got a bit aggressive on both sides, to be fair. And I just suggested that maybe rather than having a go at him like that, everyone might be better served if people just stopped talking to him. More and more people started ignoring him until eventually no one was talking to him. And then he went all in one day through one of his street parties, got everything out of the shed, chairs, tables, bunting, the lot, and nobody went.
Nobody?
Nobody.
Did you tell people not to go?
Not directly. Do you know what? It was actually quite sad to see. Yeah, just sitting up here, watching him on his own in the street till it got dark. Anyway, a couple of days after that, he put his house on the market and that was it.
When was that?
Oh, about 4 years ago now.
What?
Yeah, about 4 years ago.
4 years.
Yeah, I think so.
So what the fuck are you doing up a tree?
What do you mean? I've told you.
No, you haven't. You've told me why you went up there.
Right.
Yeah, that's not the same. I mean, the reason you start doing something isn't the reason you keep doing it, is it? No. The tree is safe.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So Lee's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've won.
Sorry?
You've won.
Thank you.
Right. So why don't you come down, have a shower, sleep in your own bed?
But I can't just come down, mate.
Yeah, well, you've got to come down at some point, so why not come down now?
Hang on. Why have I got to come down at some point?
Come on, mate.
No, you think about it, yeah? I've been up here for 9 years, haven't I? What do you think's going to happen that hasn't already happened at some point, yeah? A bit of wind, is it? A little bit of rain, a bit of snow, a sudden insurmountable pestilence of squirrels.
All right, okay, yeah, but so sure, you don't have to come down, you don't need to come down, but why would you not come down? Down's good.
Is it?
Yeah, down's great. Down's where all the good stuff happens. You come down, shake Richard's hand, watch a film not with binoculars, have a pizza.
Hey, I get pizza up here.
Come on, man.
I think it goes in the bucket, it's delicious.
Wouldn't you like to use an actual toilet?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind that, yeah.
So why don't you come down and take a shit in an actual toilet?
Because this means something, doesn't it?
What does?
Doing something. Yeah, choosing to do a thing and then doing that thing.
Yeah, but this thing's done, mate. You chose to do it, you did it. This is done. Come down, do something else.
Like what?
I don't know, doesn't matter, anything.
That's the point, isn't it, mate? There's always going to be something else I could be doing, eh? But no matter what else I start doing now, it's never going to mean what this means to me, because doing this has been 9 years of my life.
All right, cards on the table, mate.
Yeah?
You sound like a fucking lunatic. You can't spend your entire fucking life up a tree just because you climbed it once. Come down, mate. No one will think any less of you.
I think less of me.
Mate, what are you going to do? Are you going to die up there? Does that mean something?
Oh, I tell you what, it's better than dying in the hospital, isn't it? Pump full of morphine with some nurse I don't know telling me to settle down and calling me Gary.
Is your name Gary?
My name's not Gary.
So why is this nurse calling you Gary?
Because that's what they do in hospital. When you're dying, they get your name wrong and they call you Gary.
There's more than 2 options available for dying. It's not a straight choice between in a hospital being called Gary or up a tree shitting in bags.
I've got a plan.
What plan?
I've got a plan for how I want to die.
Oh my God, brilliant!
No, it's responsible, mate. It's an end-of-life plan. Yeah. What I'll do is when I'm done, you know, like genuinely done, not just a bit tired or a bit cold or it's been a lacklustre film on a Thursday. What I'll do is I'll unclip my sleeping bag. I normally sleep down here where it's sturdy. I'll unclip, climb up to the top, get myself comfy. I'll fall asleep. I'll topple out of the tree, and that'll be that.
That's your plan?
Yeah. It's good, isn't it?
Not bad, mate. I mean, you'll wake up halfway down screaming and it'll be unimaginably horrific. Other than that, it's a fucking master stroke, mate. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You got everything?
I'm done.
Okay, well, good luck.
Yeah, well,
Here
good
we
luck.
go. Mate, stay calm. You're 2 minutes away, yeah? Put them down, yeah? Big deep breaths, mate.
I have got my absolute fucking pillock on. Hello, matey. Why are you calling? Yeah, no, I'm working a bit later. Did Mummy not say? Could you put Mummy on? Have you? Well done. Very good. Can you put Mummy on? What was that? No, I'm working late, Elizabeth. I said late. It means late. You don't need to do that. I'll sort myself out, Elizabeth. Yeah. All right. Okay, bye. Well, nice to meet you, mate. All the best.
Who was that?
It's like that thing you said.
What thing?
There's always a casualty.
Oh, that's not what I meant, is it?
No, that wasn't what it looks like.
Wasn't it?
No.
Oh, that's good, because what that looks like, yeah, is like a man lying through his fucking teeth.
Well, nice to meet you, mate.
Look, at some point you have to make a commitment.
And what if the commitment is wrong?
It doesn't matter, does it? You don't know unless you stick with it. Everything feels wrong at some point, mate. You stick with it, don't you? Or you waste your life wondering.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Who told you that, mate? Did fucking Betty tell you that? Because if she did, she's got a lot to answer for, because what you're doing, that's not what she meant. No, it's not. Sitting up a tree waiting to die, that's not commitment, mate. You're stuck. You're trapped. You're hiding. You're waiting for something to change, and it's not going to. And I'll tell you something else. These trees, they're all gone, and that's your fault. Not Lee, not anyone else. That's your fault.
What? Lee cut them down.
Yeah,
mate.
to get to you. If you just come down, they'd still be up. The leaves grow back, mate. And actually, it's not me who's wasting my life. It really isn't. Look at me. You're wasting yours, mate.
I'd rather be wasting it than spending it using people.
Sorry, mate.
You heard?
You just can't see it, can you?
What?
You can't see it. You've got a young mother delivering you 2 bottles of water a day. A little boy brings you books so you don't get bored. You force an old lady to watch foreign films every Thursday night. You sling down little bags of your own shit at bin men. And you've got an end-of-life plan that requires someone to leave their house and scrape you off the pavement. But you're not using people, are you, mate? Oh, no, of course. You would never use people.
No, I wouldn't.
Mate, Lee was right. You're a daft cunt.
Oh, I'm daft, am I?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm daft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the one who's about to be late for the same day twice on the same night, because I just spent an hour listening to a stranger telling me a story about a magical man who lives up a tree.
bullshit.
Yeah.
No.
Think about it, mate. Eh? On a practical level, how would I survive?
You already said you get stuff delivered.
What, to a tree? Come on, mate. Don't be daft, that can't be true, can it?
If it's all made up, I mean, why would you make it up? Why are you up a tree?
I'm a tree surgeon, I work...
You don't work for the fucking council! You don't work for the council!
I don't work for the council?
No!
Okay, well what's this here? Yeah? What's this? Eh? That's a green t-shirt, mate.
Robbie gave you that, you already said that!
Yeah, that's one option, isn't it? But Robbie, the mysterious council worker, after engaging in a guerrilla campaign of deforestation with his brother-in-law, was it Lee? Was that it, Lee? Yeah, after they did that for a while, he had a miraculous change of heart for no apparent reason, gave me his old t-shirt, which I hoisted into my home at the top of a tree, and wear to this very day as a heartening symbol of hope. There's another option though, isn't there, mate? And we can't rule this out. And that is that I work for the council and I am wearing my t-shirt.
Why would you, if it's all bullshit, why would you make it up?
Just to pass the time while I'm waiting.
No, I'm not interested, mate. Not interested.
Fine.
Waiting for what?
Wood chipper. We're doing the whole street. This one's the last one to come down.
So go on then. Why have you got a megaphone?
So I can be heard over the noise of the chipper. It's health and safety.
All right, binoculars then. Why have you got binoculars?
You stand on the ground, you inspect the tree before you climb it. It's part of the job.
Muesli bar. Why have you got a muesli bar? Where'd you get it?
I got it from my kitchen this morning.
So you made it all up?
Yeah,
All of it?
yeah,
All the people?
yeah,
Made all the people up?
yeah.
Betty? Did you make Betty up?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
You believe what you want, mate?
I don't believe you.